Answer should be 1. Answer should be 3. Answer should be 58. The lottery today is different. You can buy a ticket for $5 million, redeem at the end of class if it's a winner, and you can win 10 million, 20 million, or 50 million. These are the tickets here. I'll give them out in order. You can buy a total of 2 apiece. So if you want, bring a 10, take 2 tickets, scan them with your phone or somebody else's, and you can cash them in at the end of class. Homework check from last week. Homework answers, I need to see 1 and 2 first. The answer to number 1 should be 5.8 and 31 pi over 180. Number 2 should be 2.2 and 7 pi over 20. Answer to number 3 is 5.4 and 28 pi over 45. Number 4, 7.2 and 73 pi over 180. Correction to be made here. This should be a 90 there and a 90 here. Answer to number 5 is 5.4 and 79 pi over 90.
I have 11 pi. How was that even?
Phone alert. If you have the code scanner, there's going to be one coming up here in a few slides. Paper passing. If you need any help, you can come in 6th period. Objectives for today. To convert rectangular points to polar points in the 3rd and 4th quadrants. Here's the extra credit number 1. You can scan this from the screen, or it'll be on Facebook as well in the homework photo album. Example number 1. Sign combinations. Here is a refresher on sign combinations, and you can say these out loud. You have quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's the sign combination going to be there for rectangular coordinates? If you go from polar to rectangular, what would the sign combination have to be?
Positive.
Plus plus. That is right. What about this quadrant? Negative positive. What about this one? That is right. And this one? Positive negative. For today's lesson, the points are here and here in the 3rd and 4th quadrants. The first example is -6, -4 in the 3rd quadrant. -6, -4. So what is the R value? You have to find that first. So make the triangle. Fill in the values, 4 and 6. They are positive because they are lengths. You don't have a negative length. Just because the coordinates are negative doesn't mean the sides are negative. R squared plus 4 squared equals 6 squared. And of course that is 16 plus 36. That gives you a value of 52. And of course you have to find the square root of 52. And that comes out to be 7.2. R value is 7.2. Any questions on how to find the R value? Round to the 10th place. Walk by with the answer to this. What is the R value of that point? Example number 2. Finding theta in the 3rd and 4th quadrants. Example for the 3rd quadrant. So I have a triangle and I found 30 inside of it, but I have to find theta. It wraps all the way around from 0, which is over here, and it goes just like that. So 180 is that entire x-axis. We found 30. So if 30 is on the inside, you're going to add 180 and 30 to come up with a value of 210. In the 3rd quadrant, you find your angle inside, add 180 to it, and you come up with the value of theta, which would be 210. Come by with this answer. What is the value of theta in this problem? Example for the fourth quadrant. We found 27 inside the triangle, but theta wraps all the way around to the hypotenuse of that triangle. So that's 360 degrees if you go all the way around. But we have 27 inside the triangle, so 360 minus 27 would be 333. In the fourth quadrant, you will subtract the angle you find inside from 360. That will give you the value of theta, which in this case is 333. What is the value of theta in the fourth quadrant there if you found 70 inside the triangle? The answer should be 290. Phone alert number 2. There will be another extra credit coming up soon. Practice problem number 2. Here's extra credit number 2. We'll label this Algebra 3 and 1023 if you want to get it off Facebook. Convert rectangular to polar in the third quadrant. Here is an example. We have -4, -6, and we make the triangle. The values are put in as positive numbers because they are lengths of the sides of a triangle. Here's a walk-by alert. What is the value of R? And the value you can find by doing 4 squared plus 6 squared. Add 16 and 36, which is 52, and the square root of 52 is 7.2. We had that before. Now here's another walk-by. Find the value of theta, and you don't have to come up, just tell me out loud the first person that gets it. Alright, so you have to do the inverse tangent of 6 over 4, opposite over adjacent, and you come back with 56 for that answer. But we're in the third quadrant, so what do we do to the 56? Add 180. So when you add 180, you come back to 236 for the value of theta. Now here's another walk-by. What is the final answer to the problem?
It's on the board.
The final answer is written as 7.2, 59 pi over 45. Example number 4. Convert rectangular to polar in the fourth quadrant. The point is 7, -5. 7, -5. Here is the triangle, and the sides of the triangle have positive values because lengths are positive. A movement could be negative, but the actual length can only be positive. What is the R value for this? So 7 squared plus 5 squared, 49 plus 25, that's 74, and the square root of that will give you 8.6. Find theta. So inverse tangent of 5 over 7 is 36. What do we have to do with that 36? Subtract from 360. And you come up with 324. Find theta, we did that, but now what should the final answer be? Final answer is 8.6 and 9 pi over 5. You have to put the 324 up against pi over 180, converting it to radians, and then reduce it down to 9 pi over 5. 8.6, 9 pi over 5. Here's another phone alert. Give this one another try. Extra credit number 3. Fill out the exit slip, bring it back before you leave. Homework for tonight.